Hello lovely people, I am Alex Zarifis and this video will give you a short overview of my research on the impact of extended global ransomware attacks on trust. I will be covering how the attacker's competence and institutional trust influence the decision to pay the ransom. Since May 2017, extensive ransomware attacks have impacted many countries. Targets include public and private organizations such as hospitals, car makers, and train operators. Millions of users, customers, and patients were impacted directly by prolonged attacks. It was not just these hundreds of organizations that were held ransom, but also trust in the public and private institutions such as regulators that had until then provided people with a reliable digital service. Ransomware has been explored primarily in the area of security, both in relation to the relevant information systems and the role of the members of the organization in strengthening or weakening security. The influence on the individuals outside of the organization, such as consumers, users, patients, or stakeholders, has not been sufficiently explored. This research validated the model you can see in the figure of the victim's decision to pay the ransom or follow institutional guidance. Firstly, as you see in the figure, trust has a role in the user's decision to pay the ransom or follow the alternative solution offered by the institutions, such as the technology vendors and regulators. Secondly, some factors that influence the decision to pay the ransom were identified. It was shown that trust in the competence of the attacker influences the intention to pay. The ransom proposed by the attacker should not just be seen as an amount of money. Given that the process of paying the ransom includes the payment method, which is new to most victims, the ransom should also be seen as a new technology that must be adopted. Thirdly, some factors that influence the intention to follow the solution offered by the institutions were identified. These include the value offered by the initial response and the institutional trust. The solution proposed should also be seen as a technology being adopted because of its novelty to the user. Fourthly, the interrelationship between the trust in the attacker and the trust in the institutions was proven. The trust in the attacker's competence has a negative effect on the institutional trust. If the ransom is paid, this may encourage further ransomware attacks and create a negative feedback loop of falling trust and the positive feedback loop of increased incentive to make these attacks. So that is what I wanted to share with you in this overview. I hope you found it stimulating. Thank you for your attention. Bye for now.